What makes you cut different?
Cut different.
Cut different.
To cut different. What makes you
Cut different.
Cut different. Cut different.
Cut different.
cut different? Cut different.
I'ma cut different.
That's what makes me cut different.
I'm just a cut different nigga.
What makes you
Cut differently. Cut different.
That's what make me cut
what
different.
makes you
Cut different.
Cut different.
Cut different TV, man, you know.
cut
Different here, man. It's cool, man. It's a vibe.
What makes you cut different for real? Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy Sebastian Ryder, and you tapped into another episode of Cut Different TV. And we got the BX in the building today, man. But before I introduce you to our guest today, make sure you hit that big red button that says subscribe under whatever screen you're watching this on. And Just Montana, hopefully it's a TV screen because they tapped in with Cut Different TV. We got Just Montana in the building. What's happening with you?
What's going on? Everything good? Everything sturdy? We're here in the building.
I feel that, bro. We working, man. We trying to prevail, man. We trying to get to it.
Type shit.
You feel me?
Definitely, yeah.
And you're relatively like new to the game. You've been working for a while, but shit, it's pretty recent since you started dropping records.
Yeah, 2 months in.
Word. So like, what made you? Let's start from the beginning. What made you want to start dropping records? Obviously, you from the X. That's the origin of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But what else inspired you?
Well, shit. Growing up, was a big music fan. Big music fan from the jump, from Drake to Future to A Boogie. Growing up, Lil Baby, like, and I'm not just like a surface level listener. I listen to music on a deeper level. I ain't gonna lie, I listen to music on a deeper level. So, you know what I mean? I feel like I always had, like, you know, the consciousness to be able to do music and, like, you know, definitely feel me. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been writing since I was like 12, 13, just writing rhymes. You know what I mean? Writing and shit. And then once I got to 16, 17, I started taking it a little more serious, like writing more often. You know what I mean? Writing longer songs. So I decided to just write my first song. It was a little love song. I showed it to a girl I was with at the time. She was fucking with it, so she was like, yo, take that to the stool.
Right.
Yeah, so I took it. I ain't gonna lie, I liked it, and it was fun being on the mic and shit, you know. So from there, just, you know, took it all the way. Started dropping songs, yeah.
I rock with it. And so getting into, everybody always says, like, the music is either inspired by, like, just day-to-day life, or they're able to, like, put themselves in other people's shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With you, it sounds like you wrote for somebody, and that person gave you green light. You still rocking with that person?
You know, yeah. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I like it because, you know, it gave me that inspiration. I ain't gonna lie, without that, you know, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So I feel like I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason, you know what I mean? So, yeah, definitely grateful for that person in my life, yeah.
Right. And what's driving the music now? Like, what's motivating you to get in there and create?
If you want me to keep it a buck,
Always.
it's God. You know, I had, like, you know, a little time where, you know, I just needed to pray a lot. I needed to pray, you know, pray often. I was praying, God was like, yo, like, give me direction in my life. Give me direction of where I should go, what should I do next, like, where should I take my life. So, you know, that brought me right back to the music. I just started getting like, yo, I want to do this. Like, every day writing songs. Man, like, I'm crazy amount of songs. And, yeah, I would say that's the biggest thing driving me right now, God.
Word.
Yeah.
Trying to prevail. Trying to
prevail.
get money. And then also you trying to talk to the women as well.
Yeah.
Talk about the Prevail record. You know, getting money niggas, hustling niggas. We need some music that is our theme song. You listen to Scarface, they got theme music. Movies, your favorite movies, Paid in Full, got the theme music. So why can't we have theme music in real life?
It's a fact.
Tell me about the Prevail record.
Prevail. You know, I like that song. I ain't gonna lie. I like
Right.
that song a lot. That's a song that, feel me, I want niggas to be listening to while they getting money. You know what I mean? Right. You on the way getting money. You on the way to the bank. You on the way doing whatever you want. I want niggas to listen to that. That's a theme song for getting money. You know what I mean? Getting to it. So, yeah, like, for me, I made that song. I'm thinking, like, you know, this is what I do while I'm getting money. So, I bet I got this for, like, you know, niggas that want to listen. It's y'all record too while y'all getting money. So,
Right. And like overcoming obstacles.
overcoming all that, any problems. Like, if you listen to the lyrics, I'm on the highway to hell just to tell my demons so I could think I'ma prevail. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck anything that's going on in your life. You worry about that money and you're going up.
That's a bar.
Nah, it's a fact.
What kind of demons you feel like you be facing? Like, what's some obstacles that you be having to overcome on a day to day?
You know, a lot of problems are definitely like, you know, personal problems that, you know, with your spirit that you face. Like, you know, those I would say like those are the biggest demons to fight, because that's not something that's in the physical where you just see. That's something that's in your body that you feel. You know what I
Right.
mean? So definitely like, you know, spirits. I feel like certain times like discernment, like trying to find the right discernment and shit. You know what I mean? Knowing where certain energies to. I'm a big person on energy. I ain't gonna lie, like being around us, like, you know, good types of energy. You know, bad energy could fuck your shit up. So yeah, like, you know, just discernment. Feel me? Try and be on the right path, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Trying to be on the right path, like stay on the right path, what I should be doing. Feel me? Staying strict on my schedule, and yeah, you know what I mean. And then just
Prevailing.
prevailing, man.
I rock with it.
Yeah.
And when you start dropping music and when you start positioning yourself as an artist and you start getting money, you know what I'm saying? People around you kind of change up, you know? And you stay with that foundation, you feel me? But some people that might have just been peers or like associates or passerbys try to like get in or try to get closer or whatever the situation is. What's your perspective on that? How do you handle situations like that?
Shit, man. I be with the same niggas every day. I be with my guys every day. I talk to them on the phone every day. Like my brothers, I ain't gonna lie. Those damn near my brothers, you know what I mean? So I feel like for you to be with a certain group of people, there has to be some certain type of loyalty.
Right.
You know what I mean? Big on loyalty, you know what I mean? If I do something for you, gotta reciprocate that, you know what I mean? And it's just being around genuine love. And that's what I was talking about earlier, like knowing discernment, you know what I mean? Knowing that you're around the right people and shit.
Right.
And for me, I be feeling that love. So I feel like it's about getting money around you with the people that you love, you know what I mean? Giving them opportunities and shit, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Word. And you Dominican.
100%.
And family is big to you. I was just watching Love Island. And you seen Love Island?
Yeah.
So like, Brian, nobody want to admit it, but everybody be seeing that shit.
I was a shorty. I was watching that.
Yeah. So like Amaya and Brian, they won that shit. Dominicans won it. You know what I'm saying? But they was talking about the importance of family and like upbringing and all that.
Super important. Super.
Right. And not to pivot and give too much free promo, but what does family mean to you? And like growing up in a Dominican household, like what was that like?
Super big on family. Super, super, super. You know what I mean? I grew up in a family where there's a lot of time spent together, you know what I mean? So I feel like there's two types of love that you get in this world. You got I ain't gonna lie, shout out Drake. I saw this in a video. He said this, and this is some true shit. He was like, there's two types of love in this world. There's optional love, where it's people that you meet and they could choose to love you, right? And then there's unconditional love, which is the love that your family gives you. You get it from your mom, you know, unconditionally, regardless of whatever happens, they still gonna love you at the end of the day. And I feel like that's super like crazy important to have, because, you know, it is.
So what do you think is stronger? Do you think it's stronger when somebody chooses to love you and be loyal to you, or somebody that feels like they have to because y'all share the same blood?
It's a great question. It's a great question. I would say, I feel like regardless, unconditional love. Unconditional love, just because the optional, like, they could choose to love you one day, and then for any other reason, like, you know what I mean? It's done, you know what I mean? So, but the unconditional is there, like, you know, just regardless of whatever happens, you know what I mean? You know, you gotta love the people around you, so.
Word.
Yeah.
Do you feel like love and loyalty is the same thing, or do you value loyalty over love?
Definitely loyalty over love. Definitely, 100%. 100%. I feel like if you're loyal to someone and you sticking by them no matter. I feel like love is too much of an emotion. I feel like that's how I try to move a lot. You know what I mean? I try to move with logic over emotion. So, you know what I mean? So I feel like loyalty is like logic. You know what I mean? If someone's doing right by you, feel me? You stay with them. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? You cheer them on, they cheer you on. That's loyalty. But love is more an emotion, whereas I feel like one day someone could choose to love you, you know what I mean? Feel that strong emotion, and then for any other reason, next day, you know what I mean, that emotion might not be there.
It's fickle, yeah.
It's fickle, yeah.
And love doesn't guarantee loyalty, but usually loyalty guarantees love.
That's a ball.
Feel what I'm
That's
saying?
a ball right there.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I think it's that time of the interview. I think the right time.
Yeah,
You got a new record, you know what I'm saying? It might be out right now, but if it's not out right now, shit. If it's out or if it's not out, it doesn't matter. It's already created.
Creative words.
Talk about that record right now.
Yeah, it's not out yet. It's coming out soon, real soon. That's a song. Whereas, you know, we were speaking about two sides of my life. You know what I mean? The streets getting money, and then there's the females. You know what I mean? So I feel like at the point in my craft, I feel like I'm talented enough to make songs in both directions. You know what I mean? I'm versatile enough. You know what I mean? So, that record, I wanna be able, like, I already showcased, like, what I'm able to do talking about here. I wanna showcase where I could talk about, emotions. You know what I mean? Songs, anything like for the females. You know what I mean? They wanna listen to it, feel nice and shit. You know what I mean? So that's what that record is about.
Facts. When I listen to your music, it gives me the same feeling that I felt when I heard like A Boogie for the first time, Speaker Knockers.
Yeah.
Y'all from similar areas, right?
Definitely, yeah. A Boogie from the Bronx, so yeah, he right there. And a huge inspiration. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't listen to as much as Speaker Knockers. I know that one song, I'm all lonely.
Yeah, Lonely.
I know, yeah, Lonely.
Yeah, facts.
I know Lonely, but A Boogie, I'm a huge A Boogie fan, and that's a big inspiration, definitely. Yeah, huge inspiration. For
Word.
sure. Yeah.
And you talk about in Right Time, it's you talk about going to Miami, splurging. You be tricking or what? Like what for the shorties that are listening to that record, you know what I'm saying, and they about to slide or they about to see what's up with you.
You gotta earn that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't giving shit for free.
What you say? You put Celine on her
I
toes?
feel like she earned that, that level of, for me, that level of love towards her, but I ain't tricking for free. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
Word.
keep it a buck.
I feel that.
I gotta feel something towards you. I gotta feel connected for me to be able to do that on you. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Is Miami the go-to destination for you, or like what's your favorite place to? Actually, let's frame it. You meet the girl of your dreams, right? She do everything right. She loyal. She give you unconditional love. The two main things that are most important to you. Mm-hmm. Where you taking her? You taking her to Miami? Where you taking her?
Nah, I'm taking her. Shit. Taking on a nice flight to DR. I ain't gonna lie. DR, you could say especially like Cabo, Mexico. Okay. Cancun. Yeah.
Somewhere
tropical. That's
I
what
feel
I'm
that.
talking about. Tropical, yeah.
I feel that. What is like the ideal like type for Just Montana?
I say, just pretty. I ain't gonna lie, I just gotta be attracted to her. If I'm attracted to you enough, and you're the right type for me.
I feel that.
Yeah.
You be dealing with the crazy shorties or just they gotta be chill?
I be trying to discern from me, you know what I mean, divide that part of my life from, you know what I mean, from what I got going on, cause, you know what I mean, it could distract you. That's something like, that you're dealing with something outside and you're trying to work on your craft and better you know what I mean, that's taking time away from what you want to do and, who you're trying to build as yourself, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I feel that. And, we gotta ask some questions. This is your first interview. So when, you know what I'm saying, your fans, people that listening to the new record, specifically the ladies, come and check this interview out, you know what I'm saying? You want to give them a few breadcrumbs, you dig what I'm saying? But there's a lot of distractions that come with being an artist, and we just touched on one, pause. But how do you determine success, and like how do you stay focused on making music and not letting outside things distract you?
I feel like you gotta learn, like I said, like you gotta learn how to divide your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got a personal life. You know what I mean, where you deal with family problems. You know what I mean? People around you. Certain things. You know what I mean? Certain inside struggles that you battle, and then I feel like the music is just a place where you come, and then you talk about all that, but just not from a place that you're in right now. Like it's like, for example, you pretend like you passed it already. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You're not going through it for me, so you're just writing down in a book like your memories. You know what I mean? Shit like
Right.
that, while trying to make it sound good. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And how do you, right now, you just dropped your first record 2 months ago at the day of recording. But how do you define success as an artist? Like, is there any, we call it like a North Star that you look to that's like, that's where I want to be. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. A North Star for me, I would say, just where people that I don't know is listening to me and be like, yo, I feel that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, damn, I ain't gonna lie, that shit pain. You know what I mean? And they bumping into, like, I just want to be heard by, a lot of people. I ain't gonna lie, I got a lot to say. You know what I mean? So I want other people to hear it. I feel like that's, once I started seeing that, seeing love from different places and shit, I feel like that's definitely, success. Just starting now, I'm not really crazy expecting it because, music is a journey. You know what I
Right.
mean? Music is
Hell
definitely
yeah.
a journey. So, I'm just enjoying the journey as it starts and as it goes through. So, yeah.
Definitely. And when you're creating a record, like from a creative process standpoint, how much are you letting in external feedback and perspective and advice? Like when you drop a record and somebody listens to it and they're like, oh, I fuck with that record, but you could have said this, or like next time, give me this. Like how much of that plays into your process?
You know, that's a great question. That's an amazing question. I would say I ain't gonna lie, I'm open to criticism. Always, like, you know, I'll be sending them, every one of these niggas got, like, every one of my songs is like 100 songs. I ain't gonna lie, probably 80, 100 songs. So I take that criticism, and yeah, like, I keep it there just to keep in mind, but I don't let it direct where I make my music. Like, I'm still gonna be creating my music, like, freely, you know what I mean, as I like to do it. If people fuck with it, I mainly go to people to see, like, is people jacking this? Is people jacking that? What they jacking more? You know what I mean? So the song that everyone jacking and shit, probably put that out and shit. That's like the type of criticism I'm trying to, like, you know, take in. So
Right. And shit, it's 2025. You might be watching this in 2030 and still subscribe, even if it's 2030, 2040. I don't know if they still got YouTube. They probably got some shit jumping out of whatever screen they watching in 2040. Yeah, right? Yeah. But shit, in 2025, content is super important. So you put the record together, you get in the booth. It's one thing to rap it, but it's another thing to tell the story and show the story. We talked earlier about creating the soundtrack, but you also these days got to have the visuals. That's always been important. How do you approach that, and how important is the aesthetic of Just Montana to you?
You know, when I took, like, my break in music, I feel like that's what I was trying to perfection. You know what I mean? Like, being able to, because music, regardless of music, you have to invest in your music. There's videos, there's studio sessions, there's all that. I feel like what I was doing before, I was just dropping the songs, not promote. I was just dropping them. I was just dropping them for me, hoping, like, you know, someone would see it and they fuck with it. But I feel like now, if I'm really trying to take this serious, you got to promote videos. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the biggest camera person and shit before. But, feel me? Nigga, got to do that shit. Cause in this day and age, of streamers and shit, making content, you damn near gotta keep up with all that. People like seeing, you know what I mean, like, nigga, what you got going on, who you, personality, and all that. So, you know what I mean, you gotta definitely push that out as an artist.
Facts.
Definitely.
And there's so many variables, like you just said. There's so many variables that make up an artist in 2025 and shit. When did the first Sugar Hill Gang? I don't even know. That was like the 70s or some shit. I should probably know that. But anyways, my point is there's a lot of different intangible things that make up an artist. Yeah. You got to know how to make music. Obviously, you got to know how to write, unless you got people writing for you. You got to understand aesthetics. You got to damn near wear every hat. But at Cut Different, we just want to figure out, like, what makes you cut different, Just Montana?
It's a great question. I ain't gonna lie. I would say what makes me cut different from everyone else, I move with God. You know what I mean? Like, I move with that, like, God confidence. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, they make their music and it's like, you know, the inspiration is coming from somewhere else. You know, I feel like it's huge, important to, you know what I mean, whenever you're feeling down, whenever you're going, like, you look to God for inspiration, for discipline, you know what I mean, for discernment. I feel like that's super important. So, that's definitely what makes me cut different, because I don't see that a lot, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Fire. I like that, bro. It's easy to, like, lose sight of what made, you know, who made it
Exactly.
available for you to chase your dream.
Exactly. If you rely on yourself, if you just rely on yourself, any day you could wake up not feeling good, any day you lose your motivation and shit, but, you know, if you relying, you know what I mean, on God,
right,
it takes you far. It takes you farther, you know what I mean? It takes you way farther. You don't even got to drive the car no more.
Right.
Just let this shit go on autopilot.
And it's like, if one thing was different, you could have been born with anything, you know what I'm saying? You could have been born in South Carolina. Yeah. I'm from North Carolina, South Carolina, but you could have been born anywhere, Mobile, Alabama.
That's what I'm saying.
But you was born in the Bronx.
That's what I'm saying. So everything happens. Everything happens for, no matter how weird it may be, how much you might not realize that everything happens for a reason. Every little thing. Like,
do you believe in karma?
I feel like I ain't gonna lie, I'm a big believer in forgiveness. You know what I mean? Right. I feel like a lot of people deserve forgiveness, obviously, because, like, to a certain extent. You know what I mean? To a certain extent. You know what I mean? I feel like that's important. You know, especially someone that you love. Yeah, and even yourself, you know what I mean? If you do good things, and if you good, like, on the karma side of it, like, if you do good things for me, you know what I mean, it's going to get multiplied to you, you know what I mean? So,
facts.
Yeah.
Word, man. Well, we got Just Montana in the building. Appreciate you coming through. And we got Prevail out now.
Yeah.
We got Right Time.
Coming out soon.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And we got
No
the
Tears. We got No Tears too.
No
The
Tears.
first song, yeah, that's the first song.
Oh, that's
I wanna
right. You
check
dropped that
out.
before
That's
Prevail.
my first song. That was my first song.
And then well shit, before we even I was about to say some shit about the Dominican parade.
We outside.
'Cause that's
Dominican
really what we're
Parade.
here to talk about.
We outside. Ain't gonna lie. If you watching this before then, we outside. Like, we outside.
Hell yeah. So
Yeah,
before we get out of here though, I ain't mean to tease y'all with the exit pause, but No Tears. Tell them about that record. That was the first joint that you gave to the people.
Yeah. Ain't gonna lie. No Tears was a personal record for me, you know what I mean? I know obviously it's the first song, so for me, I wanted to come out on a bang, you know what I mean? I wanted to talk about something that was personal, you know what I mean? My current situation. I wanted to really get that out there and come out with a bang, you know what I mean? And feel me? Like talk about what I be going through and shit. So if you want to listen to that, that's out there and y'all gonna fuck with that one for sure.
Word. I like it because you got emotions, which is relatability. You got Getting Money music with Prevail, which is motivation and soundtrack.
Yeah.
And also establishes who you're making music for. And then you got Right Time, where if you're a real nigga, you listen to that record, you like, I bet. Like, I might go to Miami, get me a little Huracan for the weekend, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Play that with the top down, draw down, Ocean Drive with a baddie, you know what I'm saying?
Type shit. Yeah,
Word, bro. Well, shit, man, appreciate you coming on.
for sure.
And I go by the name of Sebastian Ryder. Y'all just tapped into another episode of Cut Different TV. And if you still ain't hit that subscribe button, I don't know what you got to say to them. If they ain't hit subscribe or drop a like, what you got to say to them?
Go fucking subscribe. Fuck you talk about.
Type shit. And we already demonetized, so it don't even make no difference.
Nah, low edit. Go subscribe.
Yo, we need all the subscriptions, all the comments, all the love, man. And if you don't like it or if you hating, hit the thumbs down button because engagement is engagement. You know what I'm saying? But we'll catch y'all next time on the next episode of Cut Different TV. And go watch whatever YouTube is recommending to you as well. Peace.